50,000 volts coming at you right now from the not so decrepit
Working
update.
from home update.
Yeah. It's somebody's birthday, but we're not saying who.
No, it's not.
Honestly, we talk about some bullshit because Mike is just like
Jeez.
baiting us
Yeah.
to like,
He's so good at it.
You're
so
gonna make the
good.
same joke
He's-
twice.
Anyway, watch the show, like and subscribe. See you guys later.
Amazon exec says it's time for workers to disagree and commit to an office return. He doesn't have the data to back it up, but he knows it's better.
Yeah, I got an answer. Yeah, I got an ansser for him.
Let me guess.
The
John is on
famously
board.
data-driven,
It's
famously data-driven company,
go
Amazon.
Fuck yourself.
Oh, the Elon Musk approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, dear. It's. He probably genuinely thinks this. He probably genuinely believes what he's saying. I mean, it's a clickbait headline, but like, still, when he said it, he was like, "Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's it. That's the truth. These guys just don't know. They don't understand. I know better." Like,
I've been an exec for 7 years. Okay.
Yeah.
I
I've got an
failed
MBA
at
from Harvard, guys.
startups before I joined Amazon. And
Yeah.
honestly, you need to come back to the office.
And you know what? It's not just my opinion. It's like Randall as well. Randall and I were playing golf the other day, and he was saying exactly the same thing. He was saying it's time for these workers to just pull their bootstraps up to get back to the office. I mean,
Pull
So
them up.
going back to the office is definitively not better. Is this your position?
You're immediately jumping into shit stirring, Mike.
Yeah, what do you think, Mike? You fucking sat here for 2 years with us now.
Daddy
what
Mike.
do you think?
Sure.
What do you?
So the problem with
inkling?
his statement is that he doesn't have data to back it up, but he knows it's better. You know your way is better. What's your data?
My data is my individual opinion.
Oh, so you
I'm
have an
a
opinion that your
worker.
way is better. He has an opinion that his way is
on.
better.
Oh my
Hold on.
god,
Where am I?
what's
I'm-
going on?
I'm the
your ass
fucking
crack,
worker that he's
Mike.
talking to. I'm the guy that he's talking to. So are you.
So you have a difference of opinion on what's better.
Yeah, it's called preference. And we cracked
Great.
that can open when COVID happened.
Okay.
And you all you execs, you saw that the performance was not hit. If anything, the economy boomed
So
in
you
certain
have
markets.
research that shows performance wasn't hit.
Do I have research that perform? No.
Because they're
No.
Okay,
Because
Mike,
I'll be honest with you, Mike, we don't do research on this show. This
Right.
is an
So I'll
opinion-based
share
show.
that the research is mixed.
I'll share the research.
The research
Yeah,
is mixed.
I'm sure that it's mixed.
So
Okay,
so
let's
look,
see.
you have a preference. Nobody
Of course.
wants to go back to the office. Obviously, there's a preference to
that
not
guy
go.
does.
well, some people,
But
do
that doesn't make it definitively like we're saying like, oh, you're an idiot. What are you basing this on? Everybody's
Sorry.
better off at home. Like, yeah, that's our preference. I'd rather work from home too, but it doesn't mean it's the
Not
only way.
Everyone. I didn't say everyone. I have colleagues that love going to the office.
Okay, I think
I
there's two things.
don't.
Two things going on here, right? The first thing is the guy who said X, it's time for X. I don't have the data for it to back it up, but I know it's better. That's bullshit. All right. Mike has a point. That the second, that is just bullshit. You should, as an executive, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be saying, I just think it's better. Whatever that viewpoint is.
Agreed.
The second thing is we think that we don't want to go, that you shouldn't have to go back to the office.
Yeah.
And as Mike said, the research is mixed. But my position has always been, Mike, despite you baiting me into, trying to say that something different, which you very successfully do. You're excellent. You're a master baiter.
Yeah.
I've been practicing a lot.
Yes, he is.
My position.
He's got years. Years to
He's got the data to back that up.
Yeah.
The second thing is whatever works. Okay,
Back that
whatever
up.
whatever works for the employees and for the company, and yeah, but there's no simple answer
Yeah,
to whether
Of
you should be in the
course,
office.
whatever works for you. And the truth is also, if you're not performing, and like you were performing when you were in the office, stop
We're
it.
back to masturbating here.
Stop
yeah.
it.
Sorry.
And if
I'm much
your
better from home
work
than from in the
if
office.
your work performance was
I
hit
get
at home,
nervous in the office.
then maybe it's better for you.
People walking in.
So
on
many
you.
eyes, so many people just on me, watching me.
I can't produce results.
Look away, look away. So I'm just saying that it's and then also the truth is that I think it's industry dependent. Creatives who have to work together to create something may be better off working in an office in a shared space. Meanwhile, it's
John
very
just got
possible
kicked out
that
of work reform.
it's very possible that like engineers do better when they're siloed and they get to hard focus
Yeah, I think
instead of
engineers,
being interrupted all the time.
when engineers need to focus hard, they often find that
Oh,
a secluded environment is. Oh god, I don't know. I'd like to keep this joke going the whole episode,
I don't.
but you know,
I was actually thinking about this the other day. I don't know if I feel like I'm interrupted less
Mike was thinking
at
about going
home.
hard. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about. I was thinking about interruptions, and do I get interrupted less working from home than in an office?
Yeah.
Because like if I close Slack, sure, I could go all day without hearing from anybody. But it's so much easier for somebody to just send an email or send a Slack message than to actually walk down the hall to your office. So there's
But how
lower
much
bar.
do you let it? How much do you let it intrude? So like that comes down to discipline. Do you have Slack up on its own dedicated monitor at
Yeah.
all times?
I think most
on you.
people will allow those interruptions more at home than they would.
That's
in an office.
wild. That's wild
Yeah.
because I mute Slack all the time. Like
Yeah.
if I need to just head down something, cut out the distractions. You know how many times I'm like, oh shit, I missed that email. Like, oops.
Yeah.
Like I'm not here to look at emails. Sorry, I'm here to fucking produce.
Yeah, no, I
results,
agree.
To be
I
as
agree.
vague as possible. But
The
like,
way to get work done is to turn
Yeah.
off Slack, but most people don't. And
Sure.
I think there's a risk that if you are always
Sorry,
doing that, then productivity will be questioned.
do you have the data to back that up, Mike?
That I get interrupted more
for real.
on Slack.
No, that most
but-
people don't.
But I agree
I
with
mean-
you. I mean,
Anybody I
with you.
message during the day responds almost immediately.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
you've done a comprehensive survey,
and I'll tell you what.
peer reviewed,
I'll tell you
and-
what. I guess it depends on how big of an interruption I make it.
Yeah.
If I get a message and I don't have notifications paused and I see the message, if I see who it's from, that will decide if I'm going to spend more time on it, right? If my CISO messages me and is like, whatever it is, I'm opening that shit up.
Yeah.
But if someone from a different team who I've never heard of, like messages me, like you can wait an hour, right?
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
I'm gonna focus on, if of course, as long as it's like I'm really trying to focus. It's all about, honestly, the best word is discipline. It's about fucking discipline and attention, having the discipline to stay on task.
These aren't new problems, by the way. The same problems exist in open plan offices. I used to have all sorts of strategies about wearing headphones and but not playing anything, just to be people wouldn't interrupt me, or
Yep.
facing a different way, or spending a certain amount of time, I don't know, smoking or whatever. Like being interrupted is a real world problem as well as a virtual problem. And I do agree that it makes it more easily to happen. But then it's not a solved problem. I think the perfect happy
There's
medium doesn't exist.
Quote to that effect in the article from Annie Dean at Atlassian, who is kind of famous for their work culture or work from home effectiveness. And she says, any boss is expecting office presence by itself to solve existing problems of productivity, innovation, and creativity will be sorely disappointed. Those are all how to work problems, not where to work problems. The office won't solve these problems. New ways of working will.
Quick note, just for anybody watching, I just want to interject here for a second. If anybody's interested in this topic, we cover it quite a lot. And if you've got any opinions, we're genuinely interested in your opinions. So please, stop by Discord. There's a link downstairs, or like and subscribe. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I think that even the opposite side has downsides. So the opposite end of the spectrum, where the people used to have their own offices and you had to go and knock on someone's door or whatever. The open door policy, the phrase open door policy, comes from people who used to managers who leave their door open so anybody can kind of swing by. Like, it's having your door closed all the time and kind of giving off the vibe that you don't want to be approached is also can hurt productivity in some respects. Like, not being approachable as a person is just means that you're not going to get as much discussion. One of the things that people talk about, the advantages of being in an office, is the water cooler moments, the corridor conversations that happen that actually get a lot solved. That's why people go to conferences. 90% of the value comes from just having chats in the corridor for some people. So this kind of human interaction, that stuff is there, but we get easier access to communication, arguably via Slack or whatever. So there's pluses and minuses. It's whatever works. And if you make a statement like, "I don't have the data to back it up, but I know I'm right," then you're a wanker. So sorry.